people to say, well, why can't you not settle this matter amicably? And I have talked to a lot of people and who are saying, settle this matter amicably. And it is right. I want to thank you because it is right that a matter for the family can be settled amicably. It is right. But we have the unfortunate situation in which our sister did not write to us, did not come to me and say, let us, divide the family property. Note that she has equal rights, even though we say in the matter culture she has nothing. In that way, in that family meeting, she has equal right as any of us. In the document, she has equal rights. Okay. Now, unfortunately, she did not come to us and say, okay, let us settle this matter. Now, the problem that we must look at, which my brother has talked about, why did she not do it if that was her problem? The second point I want to make is that, of course, it's natural. When people see 6 boys, or those 6 boys, well, strong and so forth, they say, oh, these 6 men are crushing the only girl in the family. But from what we have told you, we went out of our way to make sure that she was okay. Every problem, she didn't pay debt, we pay. She want a loan from the bank, we all sign. We didn't give her powers to, if you look at that document, you see, we give her powers to take the loan to any amount she wanted. We signed. So
she even mortgaged his house.
Yes, yes. So what I'm saying is this, is that we went out of our way to help her. To think that the 6 boys, because my immediate brother died, that we now crushed her. Now let me tell you that there are only 3 people who are at the moment not benefiting. They have told you that Akere is staying in his parents' house since I stayed in first. And when I went to Rwanda, I could have come back and said, Akere, get out of this house, I'm the next in line. No. I'm renting a premises. George is staying in Papa's house in Boya. Ama is staying in Nidan's house and keeps the house in Bamenda. These are the people who can say they have some benefit of poverty. I don't have any. Wally does not have any. So how are we dividing the property? We have not done that yet. And so I'm really, as the head of the family, it took me, even the court in Douala, I told the court, as I will tell you now, whether we like her or not, she's our sister. We cannot change that. Whether we like her or not, she's our sister. And we have never, in spite of all the things she's done, denied her. We've never. We've helped her every step of the way. We've forgiven her in many things. As Christians, as God-fearing, we've forgiven her in many, many things. But suddenly, to pretend that her brothers are some monsters who want to crush her because of poverty, I find it very sad. At the end, maybe some of you don't know, the house that is Pa's house now in Genbo, that big house, it wasn't built by Pa. Pa's little upstairs house was burned. It caught fire many years ago. And in the process, almost my father was alone in retirement, a bit ill. The fire almost burnt him.
But for your son.
But for my son, who was working at the polyclinic Bonanjo as a doctor, on that Friday, he went up to Bamenda to stay with his own because my son has my father's names. And the boy in the house, there was a paraffin heater. Before the boy goes home, he comes and puts it off. On that day, he came to put it off, but I said, oh no, it's a bit cold, leave it to me, I will put it off. There were curtains like this. So on that day, Papa wanted to sleep. Instead of turning the paraffin heater this way, he turned that way. Fire, cut the curtains, and before we knew, the house was fire. My son, who was next door, had to run and come and carry my father on his shoulder. He's quite tall, he's taller than me, and a bit big. So he came and carried my father on his shoulder, take him, just for a music. My father, a statesman, he said, oh no, Sonny, my office, I'll talk to you inside. So my son put him down, took 3 steps, with his heavy leg, bam, broke the door of the office, and then asked my father, okay, we're broken the door, can we go now? So he carried my father, took it down. Then I came to my father and said that the important thing was him, not the documents. I feel for my brother because we have, all of us have to go through this. We're not wicked people. Less wicked drama of all things. We're not. And so I just wanted to appreciate your concern that this is a matter which could have been settled by the family. You are right. It could have been settled by the family. But unfortunately, we took nobody to court. Unfortunately, my brother is being prosecuted as a common fraudster who imitates signature. And we of the family, looks like people are frauding. It touches all of us. But let me tell you, when I was in the Douala court, I almost cried because the man who is really accused is not here. That's Daniel. That's the real accused. God was the administrator. And that Daniel forged all these documents. That's the person. There's some devilish wickedness when you can make a statement about a man who is not there to reply. It's terrible. I almost cried when I think of my brother. Of all he has done in his life. That the thanks he can get is that my brother either supervised frauding his signature, I don't know what for, because there are 2 things. Either my brother frauded it or supervised the fraud. It could have been me, it could have been you, George, it could have been Wally, it could have been Humphrey, it could have been any of us. You can all ask all the questions you want. Why have they chosen Akere? We're not stupid. Somebody who thinks that, oh, this thing has nothing to do with politics, is all just making his own story up. This thing is deep in politics. Laurent Eso, who told me that he was my enemy, is deep in it. Well, I'm not with Laurent Eso for what? I'm not with him. Why should Laurent Eso think that I'm his enemy? Mon ami qui est devenu mon ennemi. Where? Where? We clash where? I never want to be a minister. I'm not in competition with him. I'm not from Sawa. I don't think that we have changed the same girl at any time. No, we're men.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, let's say that. So, mon ami qui est devenu mon ennemi. But I didn't know that 2 months afterwards, his enmity to my family was going to be manifested in this scandalous judicial process which he is backing. Well, in Douala, when I gave all these documents, the president of the court started sweating. And I adjourned the case to go and telephone. I said, we knew that telephone is so. We knew. Even every lawyer there, even, so I will not call names. When I took, oh no, he went to telephone and so. Because he was telling us that no, this thing like this, we have all the documents. So what am I saying not true? And I so much upset. Do what I've told you. But like you guys who believe in God, I believe that there's a God. We will see what God will do. Thank you.